$3,500. That's a down payment on a car, ma'am. Not cheap at all. Lunchtime, story time, TikTok. Cute, like plumpy. Overall, would I come back? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Delilah Mariah, and if you're new here, welcome. I focus on mom, fashion, and lifestyle content. We are sitting in my garage right now because I'm getting ready to go to laser away. I have never done such a thing in my life. I've never gotten a wax. I've never gotten literally anything. I literally have just shaved. And so we are going to get my underarms and a Brazilian done. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Oh, I feel so vulnerable, so uncomfortable, but I've had my consultation, I have researched, I have done all of the things, and so let's go. I've already paid for all of it, so I'm just very, very nervous about it. We'll see what happens. So how did it go? Fantastic. It was so easy, so not painless. I'm not going to say it was pain-free. It was very, it felt like a rubber band like smacking you a little bit, but also not even as shocking and like as startling as a rubber band hitting you, if that makes sense. It's like a little sting, like ever so often that you feel. So not very painful whatsoever. Like my underarms, it was so quick, so easy. Like I barely even felt anything. I did feel a little bit more like while we were doing the Brazilian, and she gave me a stress ball to use. But other than that, like it was really good. I think like the Brazilian kind of hurt a little bit more because of the fact that as she got closer to, like, oh my gosh, I don't know, because I know sometimes my kids watch this YouTube. As she got closer to the center, it felt like the stings got like a little more prominent. But other than that, like no issue. I think the entire appointment took a good 10 minutes, like if that. It was very quick. She had been doing this for a very long time. All of the practitioners, they're all nurses. And so it was very easy, very comforting. She like walked me through everything, but she was also like moving quickly. Like she has done this before, and I'm like, okay, but wait, and what laser are you using? And is this good? You know, like asking all of the questions, but it was really good. I think the overall like issue for me is I've seen so many horror stories about people going and getting laser and having scars and so much burning because they have melanated skin, and the person that was doing the lasering did not use the right laser. That is what stresses me out so much, which is why I did so much research with Laser Away and walk through like reviews and like pretty much everything. I don't necessarily make big decisions unless I research them a little more, and so I felt so much more comfortable. And there were other women in the waiting room also, some darker women, some lighter skinned women, like all races basically. It just made me feel comfortable that I saw a variation of skin tone, right? Like I wasn't just like all white people, very fair skinned people. It wasn't, yeah, it was a little bit of everything, and that made me feel so much better. Okay, so when you walk into the room for your appointment, you have to put on a robe that they give you and then your glasses. But before your appointment, you want to make sure that you like completely shave all of the areas that you want to get lasered. And so that was key. So I did that yesterday. I took last night, and then I took an extra shower this morning just to be ready for my appointment today at 12, because I have heard horror stories, and I'm not about to be somebody lunchtime story time TikTok episode. I'm not about to be the customer or the client or the patient that did X, Y, and Z and just, you know, they had to have a story time about it. I'm not that. Like, I wanted to be fresh. I wanted to smell good, and I wanted to be like well taken care of, if that makes sense. So I put my robe on, I put my glasses on, and she just started going at it. Oh, another thing is like wearing deodorant. Of course, you know, your appointment is middle of the day. You can remove the deodorant with the wipes that they give you. or you can just not wear your deodorant if you're doing your underarms and apply it after your appointment. So after your laser has been completed, the next step for you is to like apply any kind of cream that is needed. So like, for example, they have aloe vera gel, they have like a hypercortisone cream, just to soothe the areas that they just treated. So that's only if you need it. Some people just walk right out. I was about to walk right out. I didn't feel like I needed it, but I was like, why not try a little bit of aloe vera? It's not gonna hurt, it's just gonna help. So I did that. But overall, would I come back? Yes. Number one, because it was so easy, and the fact that I'm gonna have like 85 to like 90% less hair, and it's going to be less maintenance. Yeah, I'm sold. Like, say less. Number two, I've already paid for it because I did do their financing, because number one, it's not very cheap. Okay, know that, because they were trying to get me to do add in my legs as well, and I'm like, yeah, I'll add it in eventually, but I think right now I want to pay what I have just invested in. And she's like, okay, well, normal price for just your legs, $3,500. What? What? $3,500? That's a down payment on a car, ma'am. What? So yeah, that's an example. Not cheap at all. I did get, like, they always have different sales, different like promotions. So eventually I'm sure they'll have one that is related to legs, but I'm not paying $3,500 for no more hair on my legs. It's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. So anyway, what I paid for to combine my legs, my Brazilian and my underarms was like $1,800, I believe. So I'm taking care of that. I feel good about it. I feel like it's another investment into me, because I feel that I really needed it. I've never done any type of aesthetic, like, I've never done a cosmetic procedure to myself ever. Have I wanted to? Have I talked to Dante about it? 1,000% I have. Has he been like on board with it? No, he hasn't. I swear I told him I'm gonna get some lip filler so I can like have these cute like plumpy lips all the time, and he looked at me like, no, you're not doing that. I don't like that. He's like, I like you, and that's not what you look like. So, which is very sweet of him. It really is. But sometimes, you know, as a woman, as a female, I feel like sometimes you just want to do a little something to like just freshen yourself up a little bit. Just, you know, sometimes it's a little more than just coloring your hair. You want a new, fresher look. And so, whatever. I'm just going to start with no hair. Being hairless. That's my new, fresher look, even though I am so strict on like my shaving routine, but no more at all. The reason why I wanted to do laser hair removal is because I don't want to deal with shaving anymore. I get like terrible razor bumps. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. It comes back thicker than ever, and it's like by the next day I have a whole 5 o'clock shadow in my bikini area, and that is not cute. Who wants that? That's not for me. And so I think I'm leveling up at this point. Laser hair removal has been around for many, many years. I am the one behind on the times. And so I am speeding right through. I want to do all the things now that I feel like I'm so comfortable with it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a little bit of a review of like how that went for me, my experience. It was fantastic. I went to the location here in North Park Center, and yeah, it was really good. I would do it again, for sure. Do it again. Well, I have to do it again. My next appointment is in 6 weeks. and then after that, I will have like 6 more appointments to do, and I will be all done. And they usually spread them apart by every 6 weeks. And yeah, I'm excited. I will let you guys know more as things start to progress. And I'm supposed to like shave before, right? Like I said, shave before, and then they do the laser, and then that cycle of hair starts to grow out. As it starts to grow out, it starts to fall out. So what they did is burn the hair follicle. So once it grows out, like it goes through that hair growth cycle, it has nothing, it's not stuck to anything anymore. It's completely burnt out. So it's just gonna fall out. So as the hair starts to grow back after, you know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever, it starts to grow back in patches too. And so that's how we know like it's working well. Like we see the patchiness, we see less hair, we see, yeah. So it's like nothing but good stuff. So would I recommend that you guys do this? Yes. And you know, I will let you guys know how this moves along. I'm excited for the next couple of weeks, so we'll see how that goes, and I will give you guys some progress updates and we'll go from there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, see you next week.